Here at Tully Law Group, we get calls from potential clients all the time simply stating, I need a will. And I'm glad that clients are calling, acknowledging the need for some type of planning. But it's very important to realize that a last will and testament is not enough by itself. A last will and testament serves one purpose, and that's to distribute assets that are in your name alone when you pass away. And it requires a court proceeding called probate, which should be avoided. What's very, very important for clients to realize is there is so much that can happen in your life, in your loved one's life, between the signing of your estate planning documents and actually passing on. And that requires us to plan for incapacity and illness and long-term care. So every standard foundational plan that we're going to implement for a client is going to have a last will and testament, but it's also going to have other necessary documents. For example, a durable modified power of attorney. That is a crucial document so that you can appoint somebody to handle your legal and financial matters should you lose capacity and not be able to handle your affairs. Again, if that doesn't happen, if there is no proper power of attorney in place, then the family is going to be forced into a different court proceeding called a guardianship. So the power of attorney, it's worth its weight in gold. Then there's two healthcare documents, which are also just as important, because if there's a loss of capacity, we want somebody to be able to make decisions for you, and that's called a healthcare proxy. And ultimately, we'll all face the issue of end of life. The living will is a document that can state, I do not wish to have life-sustaining measures if it's purely going to prolong the dying process. So when a client calls for a last will and testament, again, I'm glad they're reaching out and we can help them put that plan in place. But the will is not going to be enough, and we're going to need to address more concerns and more issues so that that client is properly planned for.